We're cutting across to first images of the Prime Minister landing in Varanasi. He was greeted by UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath as well as Governor Anandiben Patel. On your screens are the images that just came in a few minutes ago. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has touched down in his constituency. Remember, he's going to be there for 2 days and has a packed schedule ahead today as he will be inaugurating his dream project, the Kashi Vishwanath corridor. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi through the entire trip is going to be accompanied by UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. These are the first images we're beaming for you of the Prime Minister as he touched down in Varanasi, being greeted there as always by Governor Anandiben Patel as well as UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. This visit is hugely important, hugely significant as well for the BJP in the run-up to the elections. The Prime Minister again focusing on the Vikas narrative, particularly in his own constituency of Varanasi. He's time and again spoken about his dream of giving Varanasi, of giving Kashi, the ancient temple town, a facelift, and that's exactly what he's focusing on right now as well, with the first phase of this corridor being inaugurated today. Now from here, the Prime Minister is going to be making his way into the heart of Varanasi just before the official inauguration, which is expected to happen in the afternoon. He's going to be visiting a number of temples, a number of other parts of this corridor before the official inauguration. In the evening too, a grand spectacle is planned where the Prime Minister will by boat and accompanied by about 11 chief ministers be taking part in the Ganga Aarti. He'll be witnessing it on board a ro-ro boat, which is a service that he was inaugurating, in fact, just about a year ago. So the Prime Minister has now touched down in Varanasi. He will be accompanied by UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath as he makes his way through the lanes of Varanasi, inaugurating his dream for his constituency, the Kashi Vishwanath corridor. This is a project that's being built at a whopping cost of 800 crore rupees. The first phase of the corridor is what the Prime Minister is inaugurating today. And remember that about 2 years ago is when he laid the foundation stone for this very project. And since then, of course, they've been going full steam ahead in ensuring that the inauguration can be done at the earliest. The timing is so very crucial with months to go for the elections. Almost every single week, we're reporting here on India Today of how the Prime Minister is in one part or the other of Uttar Pradesh. Mohit Sharma is joining us live from Varanasi with more on this. Mohit, we're beaming the first images of Prime Minister Modi touching down in Varanasi, being greeted with folded hands by the Governor Anandiben Patel and by UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. Take us through what the schedule looks like. Where's the Prime Minister headed first?
Well, Akshata, we are right at the spot where the Prime Minister is going to come next. This happens to be the helipad near Sampurnanand University. And we'll just show you some of these visuals as well, where the Prime Minister is going to land. Of course, there are certain restrictions, so we cannot go very near to the helipad as well. But clearly, this is the first point of, landing near the Kashi Vishwanath corridor, where the Prime Minister is going to come in about 20 minutes time. And once that happens, the Prime Minister is expected to directly go to the Kal Bhairav temple. Now, there is a tradition, there is a folklore that goes before going to the Kashi Vishwanath temple, one must go to the Kal Bhairav temple, and that's something precisely what the Prime Minister is also going to do. He's going to perform a prayer, he's going to perform a puja out there as well before heading ahead with the schedule as well. The puja at the Kal Bhairav temple is expected to begin at about noon, at about 12 p.m. Post that, the Prime Minister is expected to take a cruise. He's expected to take a water vessel to various ghats and finally reaching the ghat, the one which will be inaugurated today itself as a part of the Kashi Vishwanath temple corridor. This temple corridor would be inaugurated at about 1:30, but before that as well, there is going to be a ritual performed right at the very corridor before anything else is inaugurated. So at about 1 p.m. is when we are expecting the Prime Minister to hold a puja, a proper havan at the site, and once that is completed, the Prime Minister will officially inaugurate the Kashi Vishwanath Dham. Post that, the Prime Minister once again would be along with at least 12 other chief ministers and 2 deputy chief ministers would be at the Ganga Aarti at one of the ghats, and clearly he would be witnessing the famous Ganga Aarti as well. The idea being that he he would be there in an unofficial meet with the chief ministers as well. But more importantly, the schedule of the Prime Minister looks very busy. We've seen how the Prime Minister had previously also gone on record to say that, when he's in Kashi, it's not about him being in Kashi or, him being brought in here in Kashi. It's about the river Ganga calling him. It's the Mother Ganga, as the Prime Minister put it. It's the Mother Ganga calling him here in Kashi, and that's precisely something that the Prime Minister holds very close to his heart as well, and that's something that we are going to see today as well. Behind me, this happens to be the place where the Prime Minister is going to come. You can still
and
see,
we'll track that very closely. Mohit, we'll come back to you. I've run out of time currently, and we'll get you the latest ground reports on the other side of this very short break. Stay tuned to us here on India Today. The Prime Minister has just touched down in Varanasi. Mohit, Preeti and all our reporters on the ground will be getting you the latest live updates in just a bit.